They will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Here's second and a yard. Play action. It's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. On third and short, they'll try option left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Jackson's throws on target to Duvernay. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's Jackson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. Now Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. So here are the Jets now backed up to start their first drive. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, and Zach Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. Wilson. a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to take over here. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick six for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick six, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walk the ball, his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Jackson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curls a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They'll run. It's Dobbins. C.J. Mosley, the former Raven, in there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson, option right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 25. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. New York's offense back out there and set to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Powering forward. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. James Conner, a big game. 2 touchdowns there. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass there. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 3rd down, Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the option, here's Edwards. And he powers his way up past the 30. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Jackson now. A swing pass here to Edwards. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Throwing is Jackson. Well, that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it running right. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expecting to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Off the option, here's Edwards. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 15-yard line. The Ravens on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. This is caught. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now it's Jackson. And he's got it. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Scrimmage the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. And Jackson throwing once more. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. But only able to muster a gain up to the 8-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. Now Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Fox. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Here's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. He'll look to throw. Pass caught by Crowder. A gain of 6 there on first. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well. And that would appear to be a face mask.
Defense.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll look to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So that drive, 12 plays in length. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They run with Edwards off the option. Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. New York ready to go again offensively. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. To throw is Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Wilson. This one caught by Crowder. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 36, Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a big play that time by the Jets. Coaches love the rack run after catch, especially here in overtime. Took the short pass, turned it into a big play.
And that's what coaches talk about when they talk to their teams about what overtime means. How many big plays have to be made in order to win a ball game, and which play will be the big play? Short pass turned into a long run. Maybe that's the play that they needed to spring a victory.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And they'll run here with Carter. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys in the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road,